The Liebherr A918 is a smaller wheeled excavator, generally weighing in at under 20 tonnes. This review looks at two versions of the model. 81803 is in the colours of the German company Drinkuth, and 81804 is in the colours of the German company Hentschke. At this point we normally like to show two model boxes, but one seems to have gone missing. Oh well, what do you know, there it was hiding all the time. The box style is a little unusual for a Liebherr model because it's got a window so you can see the model inside. And that means that even the most intellectually challenged viewer will know that this is the orange Drinkuth version that we're opening up now. The model sits within an expanded polystyrene tray with a clear lid over the top. Getting the model out, you can see there's a little plastic tray that stops the rubber tyres touching and reacting with the expanded polystyrene. There's also a bag containing spare pins. The box is interesting because it does show that the real machine won a Red Dot Design Award, and that was back in 2012. There's no other information about the real machine or the model, and there's just a couple of bits of packaging to remove before you can display it. Firstly, there's some tape around the pins that secure the bucket to the stick, and that's there to stop them coming out during shipping. And there's another bit of tape that protects the hydraulic hoses. Unfortunately, it's irritating to remove and you have to be very careful not to cut the hoses. Looking underneath, the transmission system is fully detailed, and the tyres have got a nice deep tread pattern. The wheels are metal and there's a metal dozing blade at one end. The cab is well detailed inside and outside. There's metal grab rails, mirrors and aerials. There are plenty of nice graphics to add detail, and the mesh grille on the side is formed of graphics. The Liebherr name is nicely embossed at the rear, and the lights are nicely painted too. A highlight of the model is the hydraulics detailing, and there are silver pipes on the main rams, and that high standard continues inside the body. The boom and stick detailing is very good with discrete rivets, good graphics and more excellent hydraulics. The bucket is a metal casting with a quick fit coupler, and it has a cutting edge rather than teeth. That was the Hentschke version of the model, so let's give it a quick respray into Drinkuth colours. And it's exactly the same as the Hentschke version with just a variation of graphics and paint. The Drinkuth version certainly is striking in orange. It's out onto the CranesEtcTV test track, and the A918 rolls smoothly enough if not entirely friction free. And picking it up, the rear axle is fixed and the front axle is pivoted. It also has a good steering mechanism and a sharp angle can be set. So if you want, you can set the steering and push the model in circles all day long. The blade at the front is functional. It can be pushed down or raised up, so you can use it for dozing or as a stabiliser during digging operations. If spinning around is your thing, the model is fine at that. It rotates smoothly without any rocking. The machine is of course an excavator, so let's give it a run on its boom and stick movement. And they are really quite stiff, at least on the review model. So there's no problem at all posing the model in any way that you want. And that includes folding it up fairly small if you want to use it as a transport load. If you've still not seen enough, well of course it can be raised up high, so it's useful for annoying the models on the shelf above. But what about the models on the shelf below? Well, the movement on the main boom rams is very good, so you can pose the model digging well down below itself. So overall, NZG have done a very good job with the model engineering. There are some additional features at the bucket. It can be made to tilt on either side, and if it's not too loose it will pose tilted. The other feature, and it's really one that all excavator models should have, is that the bucket is removable. It's held in place by a couple of steel pins, and if you want you can reverse the bucket. It's time for the genuine imitation real life test, and for this we'll pose the model loaded on a low loader. But on this occasion the Drinkuth says, "He ain't heavy, he's my brother." So he's happy to make room for the Hentschke to hitch a lift also. And although you probably wouldn't see this in real life, it's a nice looking pose for a model display. These are very nicely detailed models by NZG, and the functionality is also very good. These particular limited edition versions look interesting, and only 300 models of each have been made. So if you like this kind of model, they are easy to highly recommend.